Hey guys, welcome back to Oyoyo's World. Thank you for joining me today. This video is for Sandra Reality and her cousin Joy. Joy recently lost her mother, who was Sandra Reality's big auntie. And that was 3 months ago, and they've been trying to conduct the funeral. The auntie came to plead to her subscribers for help to assist her in burying her mother. That was a few months ago, and since that time she hasn't really been on YouTube. So she recently came on YouTube with a very disturbing video, if I will put it like that. Very dramatic, and at the same time very troubling. A video that will make you feel sad. So after watching that video, I couldn't understand much that she was saying there. I had to go back to Sandra Reality's channel to watch her video, which by the way, I left Sandra Reality's one or two comments and she hearted the comment. So I believe she read my comment. So I want to point it out here and also straighten some impression that is making round on Nigeria YouTube space on YouTube. Why am I talking about this? Why? I don't usually make videos like this for somebody, but you know what? I'm also a girl mom. Yeah, I'm also a woman that gave birth to girls. So I felt the pain. When I mean the pain, I did. I was really disturbed by Joy's predicament, if I will put it that way. And people don't know what others are going through until you wear their shoes. You'll be able to understand the level of pain or the level of things happening in their lives. So to Joy and Sandra, my deepest condolence goes to both of you. Accept my sympathies over the loss of your mother and your big auntie. Having said that, it is not the tradition of the Ndi Igbo or the Anambra people to abandon a woman after she demised. It's not our tradition. So the thing going on in Joy's parents' house right now is not the tradition of the Igbo land. For the fact that a woman did not give birth to a male child does not mean she'll be abandoned at her demise. No, they will still give her a place for her burial. She'll still be laid to rest and still be buried in her husband's place. Though there might be some circumstances that might lead to other things or people suggesting other places to bury a woman, but it's not because she gave birth to female children. I want us to straighten that part. It's not because she gave birth to female children only. That's why they're having problem. The thing is this, YouTubers will only show you what they want you to see. They will only tell you what they want you to hear. They won't come out to tell you every details for you to be able to follow the thought process that is going on with the video. The video they shared is a video that will make you think again. But however, being an Anambra woman, being an Igbo woman, I know they haven't said the whole story. The family that refused to give a place, they have a problem. And that problem is not just because the woman gave birth to female children. They have a problem. And they are not sharing the details of the problem. Sandra tried to explain that these people used to eat from her auntie's kitchen. She used to make food. The same set of people that are now making this trouble will gather, they will eat from the woman. When she said that, I said, okay, that means there was reasonable peace in the family before she passed. But what changed? What made everything go sour? It's not because of the small space they are going to dig 6 feet down the ground that is making them not to allow them to bury the woman simply because she has female children. No. I'm going to be giving one or two circumstances that could lead to other things. However, what I'm going to tell Sandra here is that coming to YouTube to make this video, I know you're appealing to your audience in case anybody can help. But again, Sandra, Igbo nwafo, your auntie, bo nwafo Igbo. We have tradition, we have omenana, and we know our culture. whereby you guys, they took you guys to court, and the elders of your community went back to the customary court to withdraw the case back to the family. You guys claim you got back to the family and they still did not agree with you. We saw the drama that was displayed from Joy's channel, where the woman was doing ifendi Igbo na Igbo Ike. I don't know how to translate that one, you know. We saw all of those. But my question is, just like I left a comment, we have Council of Elders, we have Omonna, whereby a particular family unit is not agreeing. You have to take the matter to the Omonna. You call a meeting, Omonna will gather, Omonna will deliberate it. There is no way those grandchildren Sandra made reference to in her video will be greater than Omonna. My sisters Sandra and Joy, we are from Igbo land. All of us are from Anambra. Let's stop all of this kind of display. There is no way Omonna will call a meeting. I mean Omonna, not Imono. Omonna, the larger family, the larger clan, will call a meeting and tell these boys that are making this trouble to cease and let this burial take place. There is no way they will disagree. And even if they disagree, if at all they disagree, there is a meeting that could be called where you gather Council of Elders and also seek the help and intervention of your Igwe, His Royal Highness of that particular community. These are the institutions we have on ground to cater for this kind of situation. Since the court has advised you guys to go home and settle, I was expecting, if they did not want to agree to give your auntie a place to be buried, allow Joy and her sister to bury their mother, you people should be going for the Omonna right now. Not necessarily YouTube, because people will come to YouTube to say one or two, but the problem will still be there. So you guys need to take this story, take this problem back to the Omonna. Like I said before, if the Omonna could not resolve this problem, you now take it to the Igwe of the community. And by the way, where are the Adas of your home? Where are the Omo Adas? The Okpo, Omo Okpo, Ndi Okufadi Ekwu. Where are they? Joy is an Ada. Her sister is also Omo Ada. Those are the institutions that have so much authority. The Omo Ada, they have strong authority in our tradition. Omonna, they have authority. Have you guys exhausted all these institutions that are fundamental in solving family problems before bringing this to YouTube to ask people to help you guys? The starting point is getting to the root of the problem. Like I said, there might be more that meets the eye than what you guys have shared so far. There is no way I would believe it's because the woman did not have a male child. That's why they are tossing her like this. They are playing with her body, lying cold in the morgue. I don't want to believe that. And it's not believable. Okay? Consult your Omoada. Joy, your sister can summon a meeting of the Omoada and cry unto the Omoada. Look at what Mamage are doing. Yeah, their sister, your elder sister can call Omoada of your community. They will all gather to discuss what your mother's co-wife's children are doing to your mother's burial. Whereby Omoada cannot resolve it, bring it before the Omonna. Whereby Omonna cannot, take it to the Igwe. You have Igwe in the community. That's the only way you can solve problem. Social media will give you sympathy. Most of them will not give you empathy. So you need to solve this problem so that the woman can be laid to rest. You know what I'm talking about, Sandra. That's what I'm saying here. Again, I want to say this thing here for those that do not know our culture. Joy tried to explain there was a particular woman that died in the compound many years ago. The woman was not properly buried. It's either they put the woman down the 6 feet below, but there was no burial performed on behalf of that woman. So they are now mandating Joy to do that burial first before her mother will be buried. Those are tradition. That's what is obtainable in our tradition in the Igbo land. Yes, it's not an omen. But where I have a problem with it is because Joy herself, she doesn't have the means of, catering for all these expenses. So if that family unit is letting her to carry all this burden, I don't want to use the exact word that is in my heart, but you know that one that start with WI? Yeah. Ndị agbala ajọ mmadụ, okay? Let me use it that way. They are not kind people to have allowed Joy to bear that cost all by herself. That is not right. At least somebody would have contributed to help her. Also, people were suggesting maybe the bride price of the deceased woman was never paid. Let me state this categorically here. In Igbo land, a man can never claim a child that you did not pay the bride price of the mother. Okay? We all saw how Yule Edochie went to pay the bride price of Judy so that he can take his son. So Joy and her sister couldn't have been in that man's compound or raised in that man's compound if their mother's bride price was never paid. So the deceased woman was fully married by her late husband. So let's stop it here. I'm going to recap. You can call Omada to start negotiating on this on their behalf. They can call Omonna, whereby these two fail. Biko, take this matter to the Igwe in your community. Those are established institutions that is well respected in Igbo land. We have culture. We have tradition. Follow the rule. Follow the way it's supposed to go. Like I said, you can bring it to your audience because you love the content. Yes. You can use the opportunity to see anybody that could help you. However, you need to get to the bottom of this case to be able to resolve the problem with the immediate family and bury your auntie. And likewise, Joy, bury your mother. Then again, I'm gonna ask a question. If they are saying it's because Joyce's mother did not have a male child, that's why they are denying her a burial space in her husband's home, where they claim that she lived for the rest of her life. My question is, what happened to the women that did not have children? There are wives that never had children for their husbands. Were they thrown or left at the mortuary? The answer is definitely no. They were not thrown away. They were not left at the mortuary. The family unit will still bring that person home and put the person to rest. I'm going to give another scenario whereby other things could happen in our culture. So saying because the woman did not give birth to male children is the reason why the family is doing this to them, I still till tomorrow will disagree to it. There are so many details that they are letting out. They are not filling their audience in with, which is bringing a lacuna in this whole discussion. However, Sandra Reality and Joy, I think it's Joy's Love, please and please take this matter. Joy, your sister is Okpo. Your sister is Ada. Omo Okpo. Omo Ada. Yes. Let her summon her colleagues. Omo Ada Ibie. Let her call her fellow Adas to deliberate. And at the same time, Omonna is there to help you guys. Because if you guys get back to the court is still going to ask you. Remember, the customary court is for tradition, for our custom and our norms. That's what they are after. They are not the English court. It's basically the tradition, the culture of the people. They are going to ask you, what was the decision that the family came up with? Why didn't the family agree? Did you guys reference to the Omona? Did you guys reference to your Igwe? And if the Igwe of the community, His Royal Highness of the community, is unable to resolve this family dispute, I don't know what his tool is for, what his institution is for. Another situation whereby a family can get into this kind of fight when someone passes could be when a woman runs back to her family and her family returned her bride price. And in the course of her life, she went back to her husband's family. And the husband and his people did not go back to her family to pay a second bride price. If such a woman passes, the family of her husband can get into this kind of argument and fight, saying that they don't want her to be buried in their compound. After all, their brother, their father did not go back to pay the second bride price after she returned. Another scenario will be whereby a woman was labeled a witch, labeled an amusu by the community. And in that case, every tragedy that happened in her husband's home, they labeled the woman to be the cause of the problem. Any early death in the family, she was the one eating all the young children in the family. She was the one that brought all the predicament, all the misfortune that happened to them. Whereby that was the case, if that woman passes, the family is definitely going to get into this kind of argument. We don't want her to be buried in the compound. However, they will still bury the woman. It might be that they will not bury the woman in the compound, but the family will still agree to bury the woman somewhere, either at the back of the compound or somewhere. Definitely, they will find a place to bury the woman. The Igbo community, Igbo culture, we do not throw away our own. They will still find a way to do it. The only ones I know in our culture that are being thrown into the bush, or rather buried into the bush, are those that buy themselves, those that deleted themselves. Just like the case of that new pastor, that pastor that was 30 years of age and jumped from two-story building because a woman served him breakfast. He was buried in the thick forest, in the bush, in what we call Ajofia in Igbo land. Anyways, I'm going to be leaving it here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you're an Igbo person here, I hope you'll be able to leave your comment for me in the comment section. And if you're not an Igbo person, I hope you'll be able to understand at least one or two things about our culture and tradition. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys.